today I'm building a fully custom streaming PC setup for one of the biggest Singapore creator, JianHao Tan, requested by himself. To many Singaporeans, he's just the guy behind those viral types of videos. But his journey is way bigger than that. I've known JianHao since 2012, and back then we were just two kids making videos for fun. No budget, no sponsor, just pure creativity and dreams. And I did become a creator, but he built an empire. In 2014, JianHao founded Titan Digital Media, and over the next decade built it to one of Southeast Asia's most powerful influencer networks. And in 2025, their partner company GCL Global Holdings went public on Nasdaq. To keep it short, GCL focused on Asian gaming market. That's why the build I'm gonna do matters. It's not just about the game anymore, it's about creating, streaming, and scaling. So I knew I need to get the best of the best parts for the best creator in Singapore. Not only for now, but to also future-proof the setup. So here's the plan. JianHao and his family is going to Thailand for a vacation next week, and I've already got all the sponsors. So I'm gonna sneak into his house, build the setup, and surprise him. Let's go! And now we are here. It took pretty long time getting here, getting all the parts. I want to thank all the people that made this possible. You know, ASUS for getting the 5080 when it's all sold out. 9800 X3D, AMD, thank you AMD. Kingston for the memory and storage. Elgato and Corsair for the streaming equipment. You got BenQ and Zowie with the monitors and a mice. Okay, tech yard. Here's the thing, JianHao personally requested a PC with a screen, like a display. The Y70 has one, but it's like sold out. So I asked Tech Yard whether they have one for me. They have the stock and they sent me one. Also, thank you to Titan and Martian Gear. They got this table last minute because I didn't manage to get a table sponsor. And last but not least, I would like to thank our sponsor for today, Shares.com. Think about it. When you buy a PC, you strategically pick the best parts for the best performance. Trading is the same. You don't throw your money at random stocks, you analyze, strategize, and execute smart trades. That's where Shares.com comes in. It's an intuitive and regulated trading platform with over 3,000 financial markets, including derivative over your favorite stock, commodities, forex, and crypto. Plus, you get free access to 75 different indicators, 8 time frames, and 6 chart types. Everything you need for a pro trading experience. And here's the best part, you don't need to own the assets. You can trade with leverage. If you don't know what leverage is, you shouldn't be doing it. But if you know what leverage is, they have it. It's like overclocking your GPU. You buy your GPU, you want more performance, you overclock. And if you're new, don't worry. They offer a free demo account so that you can practice trading with zero risk before committing to any real money. It's like checking out benchmarks, going down the store, trying out the PC before you buy the PC. And what's even better, all costs and charges are transparent and competitive. No hidden fees. You can trade on mobile and desktops, so it fits your lifestyle wherever you are. And when you're ready to withdraw your earnings, Shares.com pride themselves in giving back your money quick. 98% of all withdrawals are processed within 24 hours according to their internal data in 2025. So if you're ready to trade smarter, not harder, check my link in the description below. Use my promo code JulianTechTM in chat support, trade a required volume, and get bonus up to $50. Yeah, let's get into it. First, we have the motherboard. It's the ROG Strix X870E. E-gaming Wi-Fi. Double E. So what does this not have? It has a Wi-Fi 7, 5 gigabit LAN, 2 high-speed Type-C that does 40 gigabits, and of course it takes the 9000 AMD CPU. Let's install the CPU. AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D. 8 cores, 16 threads, base clock speed of 4.7 GHz. And really the main difference between the 9000 and the 7000 X3D is they thought the core on top of the heatsink would be better. They actually switch it. So the cache is on top. And apparently it runs better. You can overclock it now. A RAM memory. Kingston sent me one stick. I think it's a bit of a mistake, but we will replace it later. But for now, it's the Kingston Fury 32 gigs of 6,400 mega transfers per second. So let's do this quick. I feel so uncomfortable putting just one. Next is storage. Kingston sent me 2 times 2 terabytes of Gen 4 NVMe SSDs. Let's do it. So let's open all of them just to see how many slots there are. Oh, there's 2 slots here. There's one slot here, another two here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can just lock it in like that. Second one. Easy. Don't forget about the plastic at the back. Very important, because if you don't take it out, your SSD will overheat and it will slow down the transfer speed. The reason why I put in this two instead of this is because this is a quick catch, and once you put a GPU, it's going to be very hard to, you know, meddle around this area. So if, let's say, next time JianHao wants to upgrade his storage, you can just take it out, you know, easy. And with that, we're gonna install this in the case. And the case we're using today is the HYTE Y70 that TechYard gladfully sent us. I have not worked with this case before, but I've always wanted to work with this case. This case is in high demand, so let's see what's the hype about it. Woo! This is a big boy. They actually come with side mounts and the PCIe extension. That's cool. This screen is supposed to be here, but right now there's a cardboard. I wonder if it's like the glass. Oh. But yeah, let's put in the motherboard. I guess I can just put this in here first. It seems like this PCI bracket is just for this. Interesting. I don't want to bore you all too much from the build. If you're wondering how the screen works, it has two connectors, one USB and one display port. And it goes through the case behind to the GPU. It's made pretty well. There was an issue with the CPU cooler. It didn't come with a mounting bracket, so I had to do this another day. Other than installing the CPU cooler, there was some BIOS issue which I did solve it frustratingly. But yeah, the PC was running and running well with the 5080. Now let's go back to the setup. Initial plan was to have triple monitor setup where two horizontal and one vertical, you know, for the chat. And I had a proper arms for it, but now because of how big this is, I'm still figuring out actually. So there's gonna be a shelf here that I'm gonna put a PC so that we have full range of the table. I'll put the monitor here, vertical screen here, and one monitor up here. It's a bit wasted because the monitor up here and on the side is Zowie monitors, but we do that for now. Let's put the monitor and we see how it goes, because this is really huge. Maybe I put it behind. This one is the cheaper version because this is supposed to be for chat. XL2411K. So next monitor here is the XL2586. 540 Hz. Over spec is a understatement here. So the initial idea was this monitor would be on the left side. He can switch either, you know, nice mini LED. Anyway, this is BenQ's 32-inch 4K mini LED monitor. He can switch from regular gaming and like CSGO esports gaming. But now, a bit wasted to put it here if you don't use it, unless you play like, unless you play CSGO standing up. Not a bad idea. I might change this for the reveal for a regular IPS. We have two choices of mouse pad. We have Corsair, which is I think a mouse mat. Okay, not too bad. But we have Zowie's performance mouse pad. Let's see the performance mouse pad. I think there's a clear winner. So for keyboard choice, I went for the Corsair K70 Pro. Mouse, however, I have two options. I have Corsair M57 and F2DW. You know, personally, I will go with Zowie because I have a particular Zowie mouse that I will go for. But for which mouse I will use, I think we will let JianHao decide. Yes. Now we talk about the streaming equipment. Because I knew this setup was going to be very cramped, I specifically requested for a low profile microphone arm. So the mic that I have is the Wave 3. It is good enough. Definitely, it's easy, USB, very affordable, and good quality. I personally use this. Comes with all the mic mounts. Let's just install this and we'll see how it is. Ta-da! Solid. This one we can do the cable a bit. Extend it first. Make sure that it's extended. And then magnetic. Boom. Easy. You can have the cables run from below or from on the top. And just make sure you can have full range of movement before I commit to this. Full range of movement. Okay. And then from here, magnetic again. So the reason why I want to extend it before I install the cables is because if I don't extend it and I can see all this slack, if you pull it too tight, then you can't you can't extend. Stuck, right? And look at that, I still got a lot of cable. Oh, I'm quite surprised, this is very long. Very nice. They thought of it, they thought of it. Stream Deck is honestly one of the best gear that a streamer can get. Basically, it's buttons. More importantly, programmable buttons. So you can program it to open websites, program it to open your OBS, program it to turn on your stream sound effects. So very versatile. Next is Elgato's Facecam webcam. Before this webcam, it was only the Logitech, I think 910 or the 920. But now Elgato came out with a few options. Honestly, not my favorite video to do because I rather have a proper camera, but I will get into that later. Because I spare no expense, I have a game capture and Elgato Camlink 4K. Because if JianHao decides he wants to use his own mirrorless camera, he can. Like I said, spare no expense. I have arms for his camera. So that's why I'm thinking, if let's say we have a bit of a gap, right? Then I can have this solid arm to be up here. Because it's great, because if you read chat and you can look at the cam, so it's like side by side. I want to add this in, but before that, I requested for a teleprompter in case he wants to do like, business meetings. His company just went public, so maybe he needs a script. I'm not sure whether I can add the teleprompter, but if I can, I will. And now it's putting the PC together, making sure it's running. I also realized some of the parts from Elgato hasn't arrived. So at the moment, I'm using my personal Elgato key light. We're gonna have another day to set it up once again. But before that, I will do the cable management as well as I can, especially because it's a motorized table. I need to make sure the cables don't affect the table movement. So let's go to the next day. Okay, it's day 3 and now I have Dan. I've basically did everything. As I mentioned, this light is actually my personal one. Elgato sent me the mini key light and the master mount. They just basically forgot to send lah.
Oh, the master mount.
Master mount. I really want to install the teleprompter. But obviously I can't.
The weight distribution.
With the weight, yeah. So with a mount, which we will mount it on the table. Let's say we can have it here.
Let's just say visually, right? If he sits down here and he reads chat upwards, I don't think he want much of a... Oh, dude, that's so sick. Fits right in, so snug.
Like the lights here.
I think there's just to fill his face would be great.
Yeah.
We don't need like 3-point lighting.
Yeah, but the thing is because of these lights, right? It's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Just need a bit of
He's actually quite lit already. You just need something to make his face.
I see what you did there.
Is this like provided or you get your own?
Personal.
Personal, because it does look like it's a personal here.
Because it was from my office and I left my office basically.
Okay.
Fun facts.
So you just had like spare parts just laying around. So like, hey, I can use this.
Special thanks to me also. Please subscribe.
Yes. Please subscribe so that Julian can have more subscribers, and with more subscribers he might just do like a 30k subscriber special for me.
Serious. If I can give everyone PC, I will give everyone PC. But unfortunately, PCs are expensive.
Oh my god, there it is. It's right there.
I never knew just connecting a Type-C or USB would
Wait, it's directed into the motherboard?
Yeah,
or just a USB
no, it's like a USB. Actually mirrored. Like, have you, like, look, it's mirrored. Like, out of the box. It's working out of the box. Hey, let's watch a video.
Oh my goodness, how many monitors you have to check? It's here, it's on the freaking piece. It's on the freaking PC. It's on the case. Oh my god, Julian.
Look at that. Now you can watch on the...
Okay, wait. Let's see the quality of the display.
I mean, it's not fantastic.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, if it's for like just reading out text.
By right, it's just that.
Yeah, it's just reading out text.
So I think other than that, we will do some overlays, softwares a bit, make it really customized, and then we go on to the review.
Yes, that's right.
Alright. The review will actually be on Titan's site. Links are in the description, but yeah, super happy with the setup. Just to recap the final monitor setup, we got the main BenQ Morbius EX321UX 4K. It's the next best thing to OLED and you don't have to worry about OLED burnout. A simple Zowie monitor on the top and a simple IPS on the left. We got a high-end PC with the 5080 Astral by ASUS and AMD 9800X3D. We got a HYTE Y70 case with a screen you can actually play games on it. And for the streaming side, we got mic, a stream deck, a teleprompter, mini light, and game capture if JianHao needs to capture games on his PS5. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go watch the review at Titan's site and hope you have a great week. And I'm done.